Hello, Hayden Barton for the Batman Tradition. I am back with a video that is not only a celebration, but a congratulation. It is of the character Batman, the character of Bruce Wayne, and some very, very talented and heartfelt fans over at fordfilmsmedia. They just launched their project, A Story of the Batman, over there, and it has been a project I have been waiting for so long, and you all crushed it. Part one is so entertaining, so beautifully drawn, so awesomely voice cast. You guys knocked it out of the park. There was a point where I was so into it reading it that I could not believe it was not a real official published graphic novel from DC Comics. I mean, the way they captured Bruce Wayne and Batman into a fan film and intertwined not only fresh and unique ideas, but also kind of put their own spin on, some fairly well-known or fairly well-known characters of the Batman universe is just incredible, right? But my journey with this project kind of comes from actually the beautiful chances of the Instagram algorithm, where I came upon this post, and I'm going to read it to you all. Apologies, I don't have the best, narrating reading voice, but this is the post I came upon, and I want you all to hear it, because this is from fordfilmsmedia. This is a Batman story for Batman fans, but it's also a story for those who feel like there's no way out, for those who are going through a big and painful change. The stakes of this story lie within Bruce's soul as much as his bones. This is a broken boy who never quite grew into a man. This is a person who spent his life convinced his only purpose was to serve an unachievable cause, to two people who are 6 feet under. Now he's forced to serve people who live and look to him for hope in a body that's void of it. He's beginning to open up those painful wounds and accept that he may be able to live. For people who love Batman, this is for you, but possibly even more so, this is for people who feel like Bruce Wayne. This comic is not only a love letter to some of the greatest Batman stories ever told, but a love letter to fans of the Batman and for everyone struggling in this crazy world. We strive to entertain, and we hope to connect with you all. Thank you for your support. We cannot wait for you to finally see what we've all been working for. And fordfilmsmedia, you did not disappoint. I loved this post so much when I first read it and saw it. I immediately had to screenshot it, which then dived me into the account themselves and the project they were working on, and they have been so incredibly supportive of, the post I've done and trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my channel, my Instagram, and the heart and soul they're really diving into on this character and this project is just incredible. And what I loved about this post in particularly is that we all have this connection to Batman, right? And we all have this connection to Bruce Wayne. Some people, it's just through the pure entertainment. And then there's some like myself and, a lot of people who have a more personal connection to the character. Maybe it's psychological. Maybe it really helps you through something you go through in your life. Maybe you gravitate towards Batman or Bruce Wayne as, dare I say, sort of emulation to get you through things in life. And this is what I really loved about that post just from the beginning, is that I could tell it was spoken with a lot of heart and a lot of passion, and it was going to be a project that was very personable. And I think that's what's so awesome about this fandom, is that these are just such incredibly passionate and talented fans who came together to give a unique story on this universe that they love. And I just think it is so incredible. And I'm not going to dive too much into the spoilers, because I'm going to provide all the links to the comics themselves so you all can go check it out and experience it, how I think you should, by finding all the surprises and the artwork and, getting to experience for the first time. But the way they incorporated some of these stories, like I previously mentioned, from already existing Batman, the Batman lore, I'm not going to say too much, but, a particular Angel of Death, should you say, I was grinning ear from ear when that character first showed up, because it has been something that I thought would have been so cool into the Batman universe, to have this particular character kind of get introduced into this Bruce Wayne and where he was, especially at the end of the Batman. And they did it so cool, and the artwork showing the introduction of Batman and them, it was just a master class. Like, I loved it. And then going into some of the established lore of the Batman universe, especially, I could tell personally that they put so much effort into this, because they even took stuff from the prequel book that a lot of people don't know about that came out, that kind of delved into Bruce's early life before Batman, but also being back in Gotham. And I just love, and I'm already speculating into how part 2 will come about, but I loved how they are trying to interconnect everything together. And even just after, the first couple parts they released, I'm already trying to theorize and think about what's going on. But first of all, just the sheer essence of the character they were able to achieve from this artwork is so cool. In particularly, this piece of artwork right here is one of the coolest pieces of Batman artwork I have ever seen in my life. Dare I say, guys, I hope it's okay, everyone on that team. I am so tempted to get this printed out or something and framed, because I just think it's such a cool Batman piece of work, interconnecting the mask with those strings and everything. I don't know, I couldn't find all the correct words to say how awesome it is. But one of the coolest things they've done about this is that I mentioned before is that I've read it, watched it, and listened to it. And the way they did this, they incorporate it so any way you're into absorbing Batman content like this, whether you like reading it like a traditional novel, you can do that. If you want to kind of read it how I, would believe this is how the main way they would for you to see it, or the big way is through the motion comic where it plays along like a video, and you can listen to the awesome voice cast who did the work for it, for all the unique characters, plus the moving, beautiful artwork. Or I would even say you could read it like an audiobook. You could put it in while you're driving in the car or anything like that, and it's such an entertaining and awesome story that it just beautifully works out so well. And I'm so happy for this part 1. I believe part 2 comes out in a couple weeks, sometime late December. But I am just so happy to see that this project came to life. Congratulations to Ford Films Media on part 1. And I cannot wait to see what you all do in the future. So here's to you. Here's to Batman. Here's to Bruce Wayne. Here is to your passion. And I just, best of wishes to you all. You guys knocked it out of the park with this. I love your passion as far as the character goes. And, I think this is such a beautiful part of this fandom, is people being able to come together, express their favorite parts of the character, express how much the character means to them, and curate something so unique and so entertaining for free. I want to add that in. This is all just driven through passion and heart. So you all are so awesome. Thank you for the support from you guys to me. And, I just want to give this as my, support to all of you and your continued work on this project. So congratulations. Take care.